about putting your hands together for them and wishing them well. They're about to go green shortly. Daniel Padala and Damon Brown will be on row 1 as they come onto the track. Hamish McAlpine and Warren Oldfield will be on row 2. Dale Cockman and Jason Oldfield, row 3. Sean Barrett, Anthony Bear, row 4. Ken McPherson and Sean Peters make up row 5. Greg Avens, Ryan Brown make up row 6. Glenn Vanzetti, Daniel Amajuri make up row 7. Tim Coxell, Clint Udex make up row number 8. Ray Leonard makes up row number 9 with Warren Vanzetti, and Jeff Genev and Hayden Norman make up row number 10. Alrighty, as they line up this time, they'll do 3 more laps. 1 more lap, and then we're going to have the special music come up for the state title for street stock here in WA.
Next time around, all things being equal, we're going to go racing.
Here we go, set for a dispatch, the main race of the night. The WA Street Stock Championship at Moora Speedway is all go! Turn number 1. Oh, there's one in the fence. Damon Brown has clobbered the wall. In turn 1, the yellow lights are on. Well, hectic start. They all got through bar 1. Damon Brown, one of the local heroes who has done such a great job, has hit the fence. Will he be able to restart? The cars will circulate. Restart board is up. The quad bike is there, just going to push Damon Brown. The forklift is on standby. I don't think it's going to be required, but will Damon Brown be able to restart? Let's have a look. It's coming to the inquiry bay. The bonnet is bumped up a bit, but apart from that, it doesn't appear to be too badly damaged. There's 5 on the inquiry bay, headed up by the state president, overseeing the scrutineering crew.
major problem appears to be that the front bumper was pulled back or pushed back onto the front tyres. That'll just be dragged off as a safety issue.
Uh-oh. Here comes the crowbar. The news from the officials, Damon Brown will go back in his position. That's if he gets back out there. The crowbar is being used at the moment. No sign of any sticky tape or anything like that, just the crowbar. The officials talking to him at the moment. Will he restart? The suspense is killing us. Yes, he will.
And there he goes.
The main supporter base for Damon Brown is up in front of the bar by the sounds of it. But he's coming up onto the outside front row. Here we go again. Next time around, take two. The crowd is up off its feet here at Moora. The cars are parked 6 and 7 deep behind us. Restart number 2. Lights are flashing, the yellow lights are extinguished. Damon Brown and Daniel Pedala to bring them around in front of this big crowd again. Into the main straight, the state title, take 2, is all go. Daniel Pedala got a good start. Warren Oldfield and Jason Oldfield quickly trying to make their presence felt as Brown has been pushed, well not pushed out, but he's gone around. There's more carnage. Tim Coxell's around, so too is Greg Avens, Jeff Genev, and one other. I think it could be, I'm trying to pick up who that other car is. All I can see is the back end. It may be one of the Vanzettis. Warren Vanzetti, oh no, it's Daniel Amaturi in 83. Restart number 3. Warren Oldfield has just received a warning over the one-way communicators. Daniel Amaturi is at the inquiry bay, so too is Tim Coxell. So too is Greg Avens. The yellow and green flags are being held aloft again, which indicates a complete restart. Daniel Amaturi, I think, has been given the thumbs up. Tim Coxell's coming back out. So all cars are still running. You've got a feel for Hayden Norman off the back of this field. How he's going to get through towards the front, here's anybody's guess. The restart count is at 2. We're going green this time around. Stand by. This is the 3rd start. Pedala and Brown are racing again. Daniel Pedala is the leader. Hamish McAlpine gets through into 2nd place. Damon Brown is on the outside in 3rd. So move down the back straight. There's moves aplenty coming through. One is going high, wide and handsome. Around a few will pick him up as he comes into the front straight. It's one of the Oldfields. It's Jason Oldfield. It goes around Warren Oldfield. Back then in car number 19 is Sean Barrett. Then we've got Anthony Bear in about 8th place at the moment. Then behind him is Sean Peters. And then Ken McPherson makes up the top dozen, top 10. Then Greg Avens is 11th. And then Ryan Brown is 12th. 33 laps to go. It's Pedala Brown fights back on the inside. Hamish McAlpine goes back to third. Fourth place at the moment is still headed up by Dale Cockman. Here comes a move now from Jason Oldfield. Warren Oldfield is sixth. So move down the back section once again. 32 laps to go this time around as Damon Brown runs wide. Hamish McAlpine underneath. Fourth is Cockman. Oldfield, that's Jason, then Warren. He's in sixth. Then the 19 car is in seventh, Sean Barrett. Then back to Anthony Bear in eighth. Then Sean Peters is ninth. Ken McPherson is 10th. 11th is Greg Avens. 12th is Ryan Brown as they move down the back straight. Emma Jury is in 13th. Clint Udex is 14th. Then Tim Coxall. Then back to car 106, which is Warren Vanzetti. So they come out of turn 4. Back then to Glenn Vanzetti. Hayden Norman is next. Then Jeff Geneva second last, and last of the 20 cars is Ray Leonard. Down into turn 3 they'll come again. There'll be 30 laps to go this time around. So 5 down, 30 to go for our race leader Daniel Padala. Second is Hamish McAlpine. Jason Oldfield, Damon Brown. Warren Oldfield is next, Dale Cockman. 7th place is car number 19, Sean Barrett. Anthony Bear still tucked away in 8th place. 9th is Sean Peters. All cars still running, and making up the top 10 is that of Greg Avens. Anthony Bear now makes a move on the outside of the 19 car as Sean Barrett. The race leader though, Sean Barrett, there could be trouble here. Cockman spun around, yellow lights are on. Yellow lights are on, Cockman's been spun around in car number 5 at the top of the main straight. Exiting turn number 4, the cautions are on. The Rumbold Ford car is okay, and we'll get a restart. Waiting for an adjudication to come through. Padala leads Hamish McAlpine, Jason Oldfield and Damon Brown. 95, Damon Brown will go to third place. 84, Jason Oldfield to fourth as we go back to the last fully recorded lap. Ray Leonard looks like he may be the first casualty of the race in car number 72. Jason Oldfield not letting Damon Brown in. The call has come from the one-way communicators that Damon Brown will be third. Oh, and Jason Oldfield having a stop with the officials again, which has displeased nearly all of the crowd here. It's either that or his one-way communicator isn't working. The manual lap scorers and the transponder operators both say he's in fourth place. Now Anthony Bear coming for a discussion. Clint Udex is next for a chat. So the cars continue to circulate. Ray Leonard's front end is severely damaged. That's all I can tell the people at home about that and why he's pulled out of the race. Well, Anthony Bear has taken off in a hurry.
And a number of fairly upset people out there at the moment. This is the state title and positions are paramount.
Well, Anthony Bear has been sent to the rear of the field for being primary cause by contacting the 19 car of Sean Barrett, which then made the contact with the other car. So Anthony Bear has been sent to the rear of the field. That's why he is upset. Still 30 laps to go. Race to restart. 19 cars about to do battle for another 30 laps. Daniel Padala is the race leader from Hamish McAlpine. Brown, Oldfield, Rumbold. Down into turn 1 and 2, they're all safely through. The race leader is Daniel Padala from Hamish McAlpine from Esperance. Third is Damon Brown. Fourth at the moment is Jason Oldfield. Fifth place is Warren Oldfield. Sixth place is Fivedale Cockman. Then the 19 car is Sean Barrett. Next car through is Sean Peters. After that it's Greg Avens and Ken McPherson is the next one through. As they move down the back straight, Anthony Bear's passed 2 cars so far on his way back through the field. It's Daniel Padala in front, McAlpine, Brown, Jason and Warren Oldfield, Cockman. Then the 19 is Sean Barrett. Ryan Brown is next. Greg Avens is after that. As Damon Brown now starts to apply the pressure further back, looking for second place, has Hamish McAlpine off the curb, and Damon Brown's back into second place. Damon Brown now out after Padala. Back then to McAlpine in third. Jason Oldfield, Warren Oldfield, Cockman, and the 19 of Barrett. So, Brown's gone. Brown spins by himself. He's out of harm's way. McAlpine back to second. Third place is the yellow lights have come on. The yellows have come on. There was contact, was there? Okay, we'll wait and see. This race is going to test the middle of the officials, that's for sure. So the cautions are on. The race order at the moment is 51 Daniel Padala from 0 Hamish McAlpine. We're just waiting for any penalties. No word as yet, as the officials continue to communicate over the incident. McAlpine and Damon Brown, the second and third place cars, both coming to the inquiry bay. We'll just see if there was a penalty implied. I haven't heard anything. Penalty. 51 set rear of field. Okay, we're still waiting to hear if anyone has been sent rear of field. So Padala is the leader. Brown is going back to second at the moment. The two Oldfield cars are conserving fuel, one would suggest. Car 0, Hamish McAlpine, is being sent rear of field. That is the word through. Car 0, Hamish McAlpine, is being sent to the rear of the field, so there must have been contact. And 84 and 85 are being warned for delaying the race. Jason Oldfield and Warren Oldfield are both being warned for delaying the restart of the race, parked up there in turn 4. quite a way to go in the race. I think there's still about 28 laps to go. As we continue to circulating, waiting for 85 and 84 to take up their positions. And they'll go the lap after this. The race order for you in what is turning out to be a dramatic race, which is 20 minutes old. It's Padala from Brown, from Jason Oldfield, from Warren Oldfield. 5th place is Dale Cockman. 6th is the 19 car of Sean Barrett. Sean Peters is 7th. Greg Avens is 8th. Kenny McPherson 9th. Ryan Brown 10th. Daniel Amajuri is 11th. Mutex is 12th, Tim Coxell 13th, 106 of Warren Vanzetti is 14th, Anthony Bear is 15th, 16th place is Glenn Vanzetti, 17th is Hayden Norman, Jeff Genev is 18th, and there's one car at the very back, and that is the 0 car of Hamish McAlpine. The green light's about to be illuminated once again as they're racing in the West Australian Championship for street stock. Daniel Padala leads the field. Further back, I'll watch for some moves. Clint Mutex is making one, so to Anthony Bear. Anthony Bear is trying the big 3 wide move. He's around a couple more. Padala, Brown, Oldfield, Cockman, then Barrett, Peters, Greg Avens. Anthony Bear up into 12th place behind Clint Mutex and Ryan Brown. Brown makes up a spot on Mutex as they move down the back straight. There's moves aplenty further back. There's Daniel Padala from Carnarvon, our race leader in the WA Championship. 2nd place is Ryan Brown. 3rd is 84 Jason Oldfield. Warren Oldfield is 4th. Cockman is 5th. 6th spot is that of car number 19 in Sean Barrett. Making a move further back is Greg Avens underneath of Ryan Brown and also Sean Peters. So come into the main straight, it's Padala. Jason Oldfield now into 2nd. Damon Brown to 3rd. Warren Oldfield 4th. 5th place still belongs to Cockman, and 6th is the 19 car of Sean Barrett. Greg Avens is 7th. 8th place still belongs to Sean Peters. Ryan Brown is 9th. Clint Mutex, then Anthony Bear is 11th. Daniel Amajuri 12th. The leaders passed us again. No change out in front. Padala from Jason Oldfield. Ryan Brown is 3rd. 4th place Warren Oldfield, then Dale Cockman. Sean Barrett is in 6th place. 7th place is Greg Avens. 8th is Sean Peters. Ryan Brown is 9th. And Anthony Bear is back into 10th place. So move down the back straight once again. Jason Oldfield closing now on Daniel Padala. Oh, there's a car around further back in the field. It's the 66 of Clint Mutex. The caution lights are on. Clint Mutex goes around. We'll wait for an official decision. Didn't see what happened. But this certainly helps the back markers. Car 106, Warren Vanzetti is being sent to the rear of the field for spinning the 66 of Clint Mutex, and what is becoming a regular discussion now. He wants to talk to the clerk, of course. Gets mobile. Warren Vanzetti pleads his case. The chief steward says no. Remembering there is officials on every corner. Still 19 cars running. So Warren Vanzetti will go to the rear of the field. He won't be the first one tonight. So the race order is Padala, Jason Oldfield, Damon Brown, Warren Oldfield, Dale Cockman. The 19 car is Sean Barrett. Greg Avens is 7th. Sean Peters 8th. Then Ryan Brown is 9th in car number 2, and 10th is car number 46, or WA number 1, Anthony Bear. Now Clint Udex is having a chat. Hamish McAlpine has to go back behind Hayden Norman. So he's got to go back 2 more spots. So 105 of Glenn Vanzetti and 61 Hayden Norman to go ahead of Hamish McAlpine. Okay, they'll go next time around. They're now back in order. This is car 106 is at the rear of the field, and Clint Udex is second last. Third last is Jeff Geneve. Fourth last is Hamish McAlpine. Fifth last is Hayden Norman. Sixth last is 105 of Glenn Vanzetti. Ahead of him is Ken McPherson. Ahead of him is Tim Coxell. Ahead of him is Daniel Amajuri, and then the top 10 is Anthony Bear, Ryan Brown. 8th is Sean Peters. 7th is Greg Avens. 6th is Sean Barrett. 5th is car 5 Dale Cockman. 4th is Warren Oldfield. 3rd is car number 95 Damon Brown. 2nd is the 84 of Jason Oldfield, and 51 Daniel Padala is the leader. They're going to go next time around. Just check how many laps to go. We haven't done all that many. 13 laps down, 22 laps to go. The state final for street stock in front of a big crowd here at Moora. Set for a dispatch again. Padala, Jason Oldfield, Brown, Warren Oldfield, Cockman, Sean Barrett, Avens, Peters. Anthony Bear looks for a way around Ryan Brown. He's up behind Sean Peters. He's making a move. 2 cars further back are in trouble. Hamish McAlpine and Hayden Norman. The cautions will be on again in a moment. Hayden Norman not moving. The yellows are on. That's restart number 7 if you're counting. Someone sounds like they've got a flat tyre. Car 0 and 61, Hayden Norman and Hamish McAlpine are both being sent to the rear of the field for both spinning by themselves. So they're being put to the rear of the field. I feel Hayden Norman may be a non-starter in this restart. We're still at this official stage have lost 1 car. We have 22 laps to go. And a right front tyre sounds like it could be deflated on 66. Hayden Norman is going to restart. And Warren Oldfield already in for a discussion as well. So 22 laps to go. Warren Oldfield in 4th place. He's behind the 95 of Damon Brown. Hayden Norman to the rear of the field with Hamish McAlpine. That should go next time around. Here we go, restart coming up. Stand by, 22 laps still remain. We're racing. Jason Oldfield behind Daniel Padala. Damon Brown is in third place. Warren Oldfield tries to sneak underneath. Back in fifth place is Dale Cockman. Sixth is Sean Barrett. Greg Avens, seventh. Anthony Bear back to eighth place. Remembering he went rear of field. Another one spins further back. And he keeps it going. That is good driving by the 66 of Clint Udex. But he's going to be out. And Hayden Norman is trying to get going again in 61. But he's going to be a lap down in just a moment. Hayden Norman, the bonnet's all over the place. And he'll probably be excluded shortly. Padala is the leader. Jason Oldfield, Brown, back to Warren Oldfield, Cockman, Sean Barrett, Avens, and then back to Anthony Bear in eighth spot. Nothing really separating the top eight at the moment. Hayden Norman's about to be besieged by the front cars. They'll try and get him out of the way as Anthony Bear comes on the outside of Greg Avens. That's for seventh and eighth. Padala from Jason Oldfield, Brown, Warren Oldfield, Cockman, then Barrett, Greg Avens and Anthony Bear. A gap back then to Ryan Brown in ninth. Daniel Amajuri 10th as they move up the back straight. And the 43 car is Hayden Norman, is going to be in the way in just a moment. He's out near the fence at the moment. Hits Padala from Jason Oldfield, Warren Oldfield, Brown, Cockman, and then car number 19, Sean Barrett. Seventh is Anthony Bear. He's 8 car lengths off the lead. Back then to Greg Avens in 8th place as they all get past Hayden Norman for the moment. That's the first 7 are past him. Now Greg Avens makes the 8th into the main straight. There's nothing separating the top 4 with 18 laps to go. On number 51, it's out in front at the moment. Padala from Jason and Warren Oldfield. A little bit of a gap to Damon Brown. Also up there says, there's one car in reverse. That's Sean Peters. He gets himself out of harm's way. No, he doesn't. The yellows are on. He can't get the car fired up. You can see a flame coming out the back of car number 12. And Warren Oldfield comes back to the inquiry bay. He has problems with the 85 car. Car 12 is being sent to the rear of the field. Sean Peters. Hayden Norman has come to the inquiry bay. That's restart number 9. The race order for you will wait for just a moment. But can tell you Anthony Bear has moved from the back of the field to 7th. Hayden Norman and Warren Oldfield having some work done. Sticky tape going to Warren Oldfield's car and a crowbar. Looks like they're pulling debris off the front of Hayden Norman's car. The 2 official withdrawals are Ray Leonard and Clint Udex. The cars continue to circulate. Warren Oldfield to restart. Bit of debris down in turn 3 and 4 just being picked up at the moment. Warren Oldfield to go to position 3, then the positions will be correct. It'll be Padala from Jason Oldfield, Warren Oldfield, Damon Brown. Dale Cockman started out of 5 and is still there. Sean Barrett started out of 7, he's made his way to 6th. Anthony Bear started out of 8, went to the rear of the field and is back to 7th. Yellow lights are flashing. Restart is imminent. Hayden Norman is going to rejoin the race. Restart coming up. They're not going to wait for Hayden Norman. He joins now, racing. Pedala, the leader from Jason Oldfield, Warren Oldfield, Damon Brown, and Anthony Bear is making his charge back through the field. He's up to 5th place. Make that 4th place. Anthony Bear charging back. He's behind the 2 Oldfields and behind Pedala with 20 to go. A big finish to come up now. What a drive this has been. Brown back to 5th place. Cockman into 6th. Barrett 7th, and then Greg Avens is 8th. Leader though is car 51, Daniel Pedala, followed by a pair of Oldfields, Jason and Warren, and Anthony Bear is looming large now. Here he comes. He zooms up on the inside. Anthony Bear goes to 3rd place. Warren Oldfield goes back to 4th. Anthony Bear's out after Jason Oldfield. What a drive. Oldfield behind Daniel Pedala, and here comes the big pink machine. Warren Oldfield is 4th, Damon Brown is 5th, and in 6th place in this extraordinary race is Dale Cockman. Sean Barrett is 7th, Daniel Amajuri's in the fence. The yellow lights will have to come on. And we've got another stoppage. I didn't see it, but he's backed into the fence up there in turn 1. Drive by Anthony Bear. He went to the rear of the field when there was all 20 cars still circulating. He's now up to 3rd. I didn't see Daniel Amajuri go into the fence, but looks as like he's hit pretty heavily. Tim Coxall being sent to the rear of the field. Car 8, Tim Coxall, rear of field for contact with the 83 of Daniel Amajuri. Amajuri is going to be OUT out by the looks of it, which is rotten luck for Nudge, or is he coming around to the inquiry bay? He might be coming to the inquiry bay. Car is a bit short on the back end, but Tim Coxall joins a long list of cars that have been penalised in this race. This is restart number 10 coming up. The race order is Daniel Pedala, Jason Oldfield, Anthony Bear. Warren Oldfield is 4th, Damon Brown is 5th. 6th is Dale Cockman, 7th is Sean Barrett, 8th is Greg Avens, Ryan Brown is 9th, Glenn Vanzetti is 10th, Ken McPherson is 11th, Jeff Geneve is 12th, Warren Vanzetti 13th, Hamish McAlpine 14th, Sean Peters 15th. 14 laps to go. The 83 car of Daniel Amajuri has been told there's not much more they can do for his car. Either it takes it as it is, or he'll have to stay infield. Let's see what he does. And it looks as though Daniel Amajuri is retiring from the event. He's the 3rd retiree. So it's rotten luck for Nudge in car number 83. He joins Clint Udix and the 72 of Ray Leonard. This is restart number 10. 14 laps to go in what looks like being a lungbuster of a finish. It's Daniel Pedala from Carnarvon looking to win his 2nd state title. Jason Oldfield looking to win his 1st. Anthony Bear looking to win his 3rd in a row. Racing again. Warren Oldfield is 4th. Damon Brown is 5th. Well, Anthony Bear's not mucking around. He goes on the outside of Jason Oldfield, but it didn't work. He stays in 3rd place. The lead 3 cars get away from Warren Oldfield and Damon Brown. Back in 6th is Cockman. 7th is Sean Barrett and 8th is Greg Avens. Here comes Anthony Bear on the inside. He gets Jason Oldfield off the curb, and Anthony Bear is in 2nd place. 13 laps to go. He's out after Badala, who clears out by 20 metres. Third place is Jason Oldfield. Warren Oldfield is fourth. Into the main straight they come. I think we've got a wild bear on our hands. After being sent to the rear of the field, he's up to second place. He's out after Daniel Badala. 12 laps to go. Jason and Warren Oldfield are third and fourth. Then Damon Brown is fifth. Dale Cockman sixth. Seventh is Sean Barrett. Greg Avens is eighth. Ryan Brown is ninth. And Vanzetti is in 10th. That's Glenn. But these two are going to thrill us for the last 9 laps, like they did last year at Collie, where they ran side by side for the majority. They've cleared out. They're well clear all of a sudden. And it's Daniel Padala and Anthony Bear with 8 to go who are going to thrill us like they did last year. It's Padala just in front. Bear comes on the inside. Padala shuts the gate. 7 3/4 laps to go. Jason Oldfield is third. Warren Oldfield is fourth. Then Damon Brown. There'll be 7 laps to go this time around. It's Daniel Padala hanging on for dear life with Anthony Bear right on his back bumper. 7 laps to go in the state title. Bear comes up on the outside. It's Jason and Warren Oldfield third and fourth. Up into Pittsburgh they go again. It's still that of car number 51 in front. They'll have half a dozen laps to go this time around. Anthony Bear trying to get him off the curb. Here he comes into the main straight. It's Padala and Anthony Bear. Jason Oldfield, Warren Oldfield third and fourth. Cockman and then Brown. Up into Pittsburgh again. Anthony Bear's got him off the curb. Anthony Bear hits the front. Anthony Bear in front of the state title. He's gone from last to first. What can Padala do? Out of Pittsburgh with 5 to go. In fact, it's turn 4. Bear in front from Padala in second place. Oldfield third. Warren Oldfield is fourth. Cockman, Brown, back then to Barrett and Avens. What has he got left? Padala out after Anthony Bear. There'll be 3 laps to go this time around. He went to the rear of the field and has come back from the dead into the main straight with 3 to go. The West Australian crowd is even cheering him. Padala in second place. Back in third is Jason Oldfield. Warren Oldfield is fourth. The rest of them cannot possibly win. Cockman is fifth and Damon Brown is sixth. There is 2 laps to go. Padala into the main straight after Anthony Bear. Jason Oldfield and Warren Oldfield. Darren Crow's about to go for the white flag, which will indicate to the drivers that there'll be 1 to go. He hasn't done it just yet. Maybe there's 2 to go. Maybe I miscounted, but there's not far left. And Anthony Bear has got a couple of car lengths lead on Daniel Padala. They're coming up on Sean Peters. Padala chasing Bear, Jason Oldfield, then Warren Oldfield. The next car through is that of car 5 of Cockman, and 6th is Damon Brown. There is 2 laps to go this time around. Sean Peters is up with Bear behind him. Now Padala could be in trouble. Jason Oldfield and Warren Oldfield are up behind him. There hasn't been a white flag yet. I must have severely miscounted. 1 to go coming up. Anthony Bear coming out of turn 3, is he? No, an inquiry flag coming out. Well, it's going a while now. Padala's still in second. Jason Oldfield, Warren Oldfield. There is 1 to go next time around. Well, I severely miscounted. But it's a great race for the minor placings. But it's a runaway rocking horse out in front. He's got it won with 1 to go. What a performance. The white flag is on display and Anthony Bear will win his 3rd state title and create history. Oh, there's carnage on the back straight with 1 to go. The yellows are on. Oh my goodness gracious. The race is not over. Oh, we've got a spin from Hamish McAlpine on turn 2. We're going to have a green-white checkered finish to the state title. What a race, what a drive by Anthony Bear to come from the dead to take the lead. He has to survive a 2-lap restart. Jeff Genev will not finish, he has a flat tyre. Daniel Padala was under all sorts of pressure from Jason and Warren Oldfield, and they were not going to catch Anthony Bear. The white just came out. And then we have a spin. I apologise, I severely miscounted the 14 laps. It seemed to go for a while, but we've got 2 to go now.
And let me suggest that about the only thing missing now is for 3 of the leading 5 cars to run out of fuel.
Yes, fuel.
That's about the only thing we haven't had.
So Anthony Bear is the leader from Daniel Padala, Jason Oldfield, Warren Oldfield. Cockman and Brown are 5th and 6th. Barrett is 7th. Greg Avens is 8th. Hamish McAlpine and Jeff Geneva retire. We'll just confirm how many to go. I believe it will be 2 laps. We'll just check next door. They're not listening to us. Is it a 2-lap restart?
Well, normally it would be green, white checker, would it not?
2 laps? Green, white, checkered flag finish to the state title. Daniel Padala has 2 laps to get past Anthony Bear, who has come from the rear of the field after being sent there. Here we go. Yellow lights are out. Padala, Jason Oldfield and Warren Oldfield behind Anthony Bear. 2 laps to go. Racing. Anthony Bear. Padala. Padala gets underneath of Anthony Bear. Padala and Anthony Bear. Oh, the boost sideways. Jason Oldfield hits the front. They're 3 wide. Oldfield spins. Oldfield spins in front of Padala and Bear. The yellows are on. Oh, my goodness gracious. It's all happening. Jason Oldfield went on the outside of Bear and Padala. Padala got under Bear. There were 3 wide as Oldfield went on the outside. There is a spin. There is a big call to be made here. What an exciting finish to the state title, and how dramatic is this? 3rd umpire pending.
I think Anthony Bear would like a little talk with the officials. Jason Oldfield wants to talk with the officials.
3rd umpire pending. They've gone to the replay. Jason Oldfield and Anthony Bear are both there in the main straight in front of the finish line. Daniel Padala's at the inquiry bay. Anthony Bear wants the witch's head out of the way so he doesn't get excluded.
Now Warren Oldfield wants to talk.
Warren Oldfield wants to have another chat. Surely he must be out of words, Warren Oldfield. It's all happening.
Did I say the only thing that we hadn't had was running out of fuel?
Well, we did. Well, I've called a few state titles in my time, but this is right up there with the dramatic ones. Warren Oldfield is sitting here in front of us. I'm not sure why. But we need a push for car 106. Warren Vanzetti. All he wants is a push.
Well, maybe Warren has run out of fuel.
Maybe he has. The 3rd umpire is still pending here, waiting for a decision to come through. I can confirm also the 3rd umpire is not Billy Bowden.
I can tell you that I have actually been a judicial officer in certain cases in WA. I wouldn't like to be sitting on this one.
Okay, Anthony Bear lining up for the restart. Jason Oldfield is there. Warren Oldfield, what's he doing? He's going up to the pits again. Just waiting for the decision to come through. own third umpire flashing on the video screen is still flashing, pending. We've got cars sitting here in the front straight, Daniel Padala, Anthony Bear and Jason Oldfield. The rest of them circulating. We're waiting for a decision to come through. It's pretty dramatic stuff.
At the moment, Dale Cockman from Moora is leading him around now.
Yes. Okay, decision is coming through. Decision through. Car 51 and 46 are both being sent to the rear of the field for being the primary cause. That's the decision that's just been made. The lead two cars have been put to the rear of the field. And another penalty has just been applied. Car 85, Warren Oldfield, has been sent to the rear of field as well. Cockman is happy. He's hearing all of this. He's in the placings. So Padala, Oldfield and Bear are going to stop again. They've all been sent rear of field. So now we have a controversial finish. I think Jason Oldfield is in front. Three cars sitting here in the main straight, Warren Oldfield, Anthony Bear and Daniel Padala, all sent to the rear of the field. Just a word from the camera operator. The value of the DVD has just gone up to $100 a copy now, apparently. They're being asked to move off. The three that have been sent rear of field. A controversial finish. Padala, Bear and Oldfield have been sent to the rear. Well, the race order is Jason Oldfield, from Dale Cockman, Damon Brown. 85 is to the very rear of the field. Anthony Bear and Daniel Padala to pass him. Don't want to cause a riot, but I'm going to ask anyway. Who thinks that decision was right? Who thinks that decision was wrong? That's 50-50. You must have got it right. Okay. So three cars have just been sent rear of field. They'll go. Don't know what's happened here. Anthony Bear has gone off the track. He won't restart. Anthony Bear's the front end's collapsed on the 46 car.
There actually appears to be something on the track up in that particular corner.
Yep, a bit of debris down there. And Warren Oldfield's car stopped again. So Anthony Bear is out. Warren Oldfield has stopped again. The controversial street stock title will come to an end. I did say a couple of laps ago that Cockman and Brown could not possibly win. Well, that was before all the carnage that's happened on the last lap. Now, Jason Oldfield's wandered off into turn 1. They're trying to restart the race. They're going to go green next time around. Here we go. The yellows are going again. 2 laps to go in one of the more controversial finishes to a street stock title I've seen. It's a green-white checkered flag finish. Jason Oldfield, Cockman, Brown, Sean Barrett, Jeff Genev are the first 5. Racing again. Down into turn 1 and 2 they go. And the race leader is Jason Oldfield. Second place is Dale Cockman. Sean Barrett looking for a way through, and Damon Brown. Then Greg Avens is 5th. Ryan Brown is 6th as they come out of turn 4. There's 1 to go in the state title. Can Dale Cockman get up on Jason Oldfield? Back in 3rd spot, Damon Brown. 4th place is Barrett. Greg Avens is 5th. And back then to Ryan Brown in 6th place. That's the way they are at the moment. It's a race in 2 for the state final. Jason Oldfield, the late nominations in front, but Dale Cockman's going to have a last-ditch go as they come out of turn 4. It's going to be Jason Oldfield who wins, though. Jason Oldfield first across the line. Dale Cockman, Damon Brown, Sean Barrett, Greg Avens. Ryan Brown is 6th. 7th place after that is Vanzetti. And a blanket finish, Kenny McPherson, I think, is 8th. Hayden Norman is 9th. 10th will be the 12 car of Sean Reid. In sadly what turned out to be a controversial finish to the state title. How about putting your hands together for Jason Oldfield, though, who has won the race, and he wins from Dale Cockman and Damon Brown. The trackside presentations in just a moment. Sadly a controversial final, but Jason Oldfield has won the 2010-2011 edition of this race. Sadly, though, bathed in controversy in the concluding stages. Shortly we'll have the presentations downstairs with Grant Woodhams. The cars will be kept on the infield for 2 minutes. And we'll have the trackside presentations in just a moment with Grant Woodhams. And we'll get the official placings as soon as we can. Grant, a highly controversial finish. We'll cross down to you for the presentations.